Well, the NGS All-Share Index and market capitalization depreciated by 0.16% last week to close at 47,202.30 and 25.43 trillion respectively. A total turnover of 1.33 billion shares worth about 22.7 billion naira in about 24,000 deals were traded by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to a total of 1.78 billion shares valued at 19.6 billion that exchanged hands the previous week in about 27,000 deals. Well, the financial services industry led the activity chart with about 886.12 million shares valued at 10.05 billion naira traded in over 11,000 deals, thus contributing about 66.60% and 44.31% to the total equity turnover volume and value respectively. So the consumer goods industry follow in that same trend. Well, trading in top of three equities, namely Access Bank, Guaranty Trust Holding. You also have Fidelity Bank, all in the banking sector trading there. Talking about the top three equities that traded last week, and that's accounted for about 316.75 million shares, worth about 4.3 billion in about 3,000 deals, contributing about 23.80% respectively. So you have, in terms of other indices like sector movement, you have NGS 30, NGX banking, you have pension, you have insurance, you have the NGX consumer goods, you have oil and gas, as well as industrial goods as well, with some indication moving up, all of them moving up in that respect, and why some decline. But let's bring in Mr. Ambrose now to look at what is expected of the market this week, and of course we'll take a peep into what happened last week. Perhaps we'll be likely to see that trend. Mr. Ambrose Omodion is Chief Research Officer, Investigator Consulting Limited. He joins us via the telephone now. Thank you for your time, Mr. Ambrose. Well, it's the beginning of the week, and of course, most love language for most investors, right, or the love language for most investors is to see where they can put their money and how they can take their money out. Last week it was most of profit taking, but it's a new week, and for stock market traders, well, it's a Valentine week, and maybe they could be able to put some money in their pocket, which is the love language of every investor. Now, bring us to speed. Is the market this week likely to continue the trend we saw last week? Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, now. Yeah.
Okay. I was asking you that investors' language, or love language rather, is to see where they can put more money into their pocket with informed investment decision. Do we see a likely trend in the market this week, what we saw last week?
Yeah, actually, last week there was a kind of publication of the market last week. And for me, it's not a signal that one should panic at all, because I would say it's a misperformance actually. But the market just lost marginally 0.16. But if you look at the rest of the market, you know, so the market about 44 to 45 gainers and just less than 30 losers. And all the sectorial index, the banking, insurance, the energy, and the consumer, industrial, all in green for last week. For me, it's not that the market is was strong and bullish. And also, in a big analysis, look at where the stock is now, the market is now, the option index. It's still far ahead of 50 days moving average, 20 days, and also ahead of 7 days moving average. Says that the market is still strong. For public taking, I already said that it's part and part of the market that when investors have made profit, they need to cash out, especially the traders who are having the market as we speak now. They know when to cash their gains out. What we did last week is not profit again. I wish I know that this week, because we're expecting more earnings to hit the market, I expect that the market will rebound. But also, the number that we're expecting for the corporate action determines where the market will go from here. We have seen last week what happened in the also is a decline. For me, these rates that are declining also kind of push funds to the equity market because anywhere in the world, rate determines where money flow to. That's why it's in economics, called circular flow of funds. That means if rate is declining, but want to see funds enter equity for what? For higher return. If that is sustained in this earning season, I see that market will went up. For profit taking at any time is part of the market. That means anytime markets go down, that is a sign of weakness, it's a sign of profit taking. But if the market has indicative information and is going down, it's a different thing. But if the momentum remains strong and people are taking profit, you see that there is volume in the market, you don't need to panic at all. For me, the market is still very heavy. And this week being a new week, I see that we'll start seeing those early finance in February to start releasing their limited accounts, the corporate action to the market, especially from from UCAP, the capital, United Capital PSC, then from Africa Prudential, from a company like Nigeria Blue Whale and Nestle. So Zenith Bank is before the end of the month, before 28th of February. We see that this time when this number hit the market and it beat investors' expectation, as I've seen the early unaudited account, that also had some of a kind of trigger to the market. The market start going up again. But then I expect that investors will take advantage of this pullback that we saw last week to enter dividend paying stock in this new week.
Let's take a look at the top 5 gainers for the week that just ended between February 7 and February 7 and 11. You have the stock of Square Nigeria PLC. You have ROT Briscoe. You have Suna Assurance Nigeria PLC. You have Guinness Nigeria PLC and Floor Mills in that category. Where is investor likely to put their fund this week? Yes, in the financial sector, you saw the most traded, top 3 traded stocks were Guaranty Trust Bank, you have Access Bank, and you have Fidelity. But we don't see any of those in the top 5 gainers for last week. Now, where is investor likely to put their fund this week?
Actually, investors that are the market, you mentioned there are different types of players in the market, investors and traders. Investors will be looking for dividend income. That is the target to those dividend paying stocks that are consistent with development. And also those that have the possibility of growing their payout. That is where investors will be looking at as we speak now. For me, any investor in the market that knows his onion should not panic, or rather take the advantage of the pullback we saw because some profit taking was done on some cheap stocks last week. Now the pullback, the money to buy small, so that when your dividend comes, you get more dividend. Also, when price go up, you get dividend and capital appreciation. For investors, this is the time to buy the dividend stocks. That is why when you mention Guinness as the top winner for last week, fine, market is not having a positive sentiment because of the result they use in Guinness. But December year end is where we're expecting dividend to come. That's where we're looking their also account with their corporate action. I think that is very important. But those that are looking for capital appreciation, there are other opportunities in the market that they can buy through and sell high. But for those that want dividend, the target those that want dividend. As I mentioned earlier, those early filers will come this February, while others will come before the end of the first March. For me, the market is in order, and it's also good for both traders and investors to take advantage of the market correction that was said last week.
Well, I asked earlier, of course, interestingly, the world is celebrating Valentine's Day, which they call Val's Day. And like I said earlier, that every investor's language or love language is profit as well. Yeah, it's about 2 hours into today's trading as well. It's yet to conclude how the market will go. Well, what is the body language of investors for today?
Actually, I know the market has opened and it's been about 0.05%, which is marginal. But we can see that those dividend paying stocks as well as high demand. Like the top 3 as we speak now, the top 3 are GTB, Zenith Bank, MTN, Access, and Dangote Sugar. It says that they are seeing transactions by more than 400 days. So 100 days, it says that investors are taking position for this dividend paying stock. Yes, might not see volume in stock for now, but when you are seeing in and out, the volume, the number of these tells you that people are looking at it and they are taking position because of the dividend expect from this company. Actually, MTN have announced 8 naira 57 dividend for their shareholders that they will pay in 8 ways. For me, that's like Zenith Bank, TB, Access Bank, also we have to get a better dividend payout. They already take position, stuff like Dangote Sugar to go at the position. For me, the
Let's wrap up with this one. Inflation figure is due for tomorrow. How is the market responding and waiting for that news?
Yes, the market will react to the news, to the figure when it's released. But for now, we know that something has changed. They said the December one, uptick was as a result of high demand for specific period. But I know that in January they were not celebrating anything. Let's see whether it will slow down or to maintain that uptrend. The figure that they release that will guide us as investors or analysts of what to do. Don't forget that as we speak now, most of the fixed income yields are below 15%. But those are they are seeing red. But if the gym will get down better, but